Splat!
Okay, this will be the last Crash Bandicoot video I make for a while, okay? I just needed to jump on the train with Stormy Ascent after it was released much faster than I was expecting it to be. And, wouldn't you know, myself, Johnny, and loads of other people were correct in our assumptions about the Lost Treasures trophy pack on the Insane Trilogy. I was a little caught off guard with how fast the expansion to the Insane Trilogy was released, and I'm even more caught off guard by the fact it was released for totally free. Yes, in a world where you pay like 99p for a new emblem or skin for an online match of something, we instead have another Splatoon-ish kind of situation. Here's an entire brand new, originally unreleased level from the original Crash Bandicoot for totally free, Stormy Ascent. I mean, I did think that the Lost Treasures pack referred to treasures, you know, more than one, so I figured there'd be all of the unreleased beta levels in one pack. Maybe there'll be more in the future, I don't know. But still, let's just enjoy the fact that I got an extra 90 minutes of gameplay on top of an already complete game for free. Cool shit. Yes, I said 90 minutes. Because the marketing for this game wasn't lying. This level is fucking difficult. It's the only reason why this video's title is what it is. Also, just going off topic very quickly, at the very end of this video there's going to be a very special announcement. Something to do with this channel, something that's happening next year. I'm not going to say what it is now, you're going to have to wait until the end to see, but just stay tuned, alright? Special announcement. Anyway, back on point, 90 minutes on this level, yeah. To be fair, 25 minutes of that was actually just playing the level normally, and the other hour and 5 minutes was me trying in vain to desperately clutch at the chance of a gold time trial relic, but still, 90 minutes of additional gameplay overall, and may I remind you, 25 minutes of just trying to finish the single level normally. If journalists refer to the Insane Trilogy as the Dark Souls of platformers, well, with Stormy Ascent alone, it might as well be the Takeshi's fucking challenge of platformers. You see, the original reason this, along with a few levels, wasn't included in the original Crash Bandicoot is because Naughty Dog themselves thought it was too difficult. And honestly, I do not blame them even slightly for that decision. It was a fantastic choice. This is exactly what they said it was. Slippery climb, an already hard level, but made even bloody harder. If Stormy Ascent was in the original game as you went against the slippery movement, momentum, floaty and dopey jumping, and the fact that you can't die a single time and break every box in order to get the gem, it would easily be the worst level of the entire game. So I'm glad it was redone for this game at the time when everything could have been fixed with the original game was fixed. To be fair though, this is still not one of the hardest things I've ever played in my life, far from it. I think a few people are over-exaggerating. The controls are fantastic in my opinion. I never felt any kind of rage quit or major controller throwing frustrating moments, and the level design is extremely tough but fair in every single aspect. However, for Crash Bandicoot as a whole, I would agree with saying that this is the hardest challenge I've ever tried to accomplish in his games. This isn't anything like getting the gold or platinum relic in Hot Cocoa with the amount of unfair bullshit the game expects you to do with the brand new and slidey as fuck controls. It's a good, fair, and fucking hard as nails Crash platforming challenge. Although yes, going back, I did cheat the game on Hot Cocoa after so many failed attempts because if the game is going to throw so many shitty design things at me, then I'll exploit the shitty unpolished glitches, alright? There are no power-ups, no vehicles, no gimmicks, no linear hallways. It's simply a case of good perception, timing, positioning, being fast and slow at the right moments, and applying the correct amount of pressure to the jump button so you don't overdo or underperform a jump. There are so many moments of you just making it after a leap from platform to platform because of how fast they move together. Plenty of moments where you need to bounce off of fast horizontal and vertical moving birds over bottomless pits. Plenty of parts where you need to move extremely quickly over hazardous terrain with disappearing platforms 1 second, but then have your timing of that particular obstacle completely flipped a few moments later on a totally different type of platforming challenge. And of course, plenty of rotating and spinning platforms, but this time with different patterns of rotations right next to each other and different crossover times you need to predict would work in your favor as they pass around spiky things on the walls. Oh, and did I mention, while you're trying to figure all those things out, there are dozens of huge gaps to leap across at the same time. The things that this level expects you to pull off are down to the millisecond, so if you aren't a fan of the insane controls or just can't play Crash 1 for its differences to 2 and 3, you may not enjoy this. This was a level designed for hardcore fans and hardcore players, or just people looking for an awesome platforming challenge. Even the bonus Brio level that you need to complete in the middle of the stage is arguably the hardest in the entire Insane Trilogy because of how it isn't just a test of timing and positioning, and of course huge jumps, but also practically a puzzle with how you need to figure out which boxes you need to hit first, and also figure out that you need to not only break these bouncy crates, giving you the only means of traversing this gap, while also being smart enough to smash enough of these boxes above you so that you can leap over them once you get to the upper level TNT later that will blow you up if you don't get off them quickly. And the time trial? Fuck the time trial. Crash 1 is already a video game that was not built to be rushed, so the Insane Trilogy's inclusion of time trials and relics in the original Crash 1 I found to be the most challenging because, like I said, it's not a game that's built to be rushed, it is a hardcore platformer. But now you have this level. My god, I mean, I have no complaints once again about the design and how the level is built. It's totally fair, just very challenging. but it's so frustrating. I mean, it's difficult enough just trying to get through the stage in one go without dying at all, but now to do it at the same time as being fast as possible. So I thought I'd end today's video with something a little bit different. I'm going to commentate over my gold relic run of Stormy Ascent, and please don't get me wrong, this is not a perfect run, this is not platinum, it's far from platinum actually, but it is the one I managed to get the best with. It was the best time I managed to get up until this video's publishing, and I thought that, yeah, I would commentate over it, where I went wrong, explain what I did in certain points, and hopefully give some of you that are really struggling with the level some kind of indication on what to do, like a brief walkthrough as it were, and maybe you can copy my route if you're stuck on getting the relic itself. Maybe you've got the box gem and everything's fine, but you haven't got the relic. So I hope that this can be a little bit helpful for a few of you, but if not, just enjoy what I managed to do, alright? Hey everybody, here we go. This is my commentary on my gold relic run of Stormy Ascent. So what I do is I begin the stage and I start it off waiting a little while for the first platforms to raise, and that kind of gives you just enough time. Apart from there, I couldn't get quite the timing there. I wanted to try and do all of this in one go, but obviously you can't. That's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. That's a little bit tricky, you've got to do that quickly, otherwise you'll miss your chance on that. The good thing about Stormy Ascent is that it's mostly built with the intention that you can actually, when you get to certain obstacles, run straight through them. So it's a case of, like, yeah, like that, exactly like that. It's a case of confidence as well as skill. So like just then, I went straight for it and I managed to get through. I couldn't manage to get straight onto the rising platform as quick as I'd like to. I tried multiple times, but I just couldn't do that, in the same way that I couldn't jump back onto the same rotating platform after getting that time crate. This is another pretty good one, so yeah, just jump straight on, do a little jump there, and more tiny jumps here so that you don't overdo it. The good thing about this bird here is that no matter what height it is, you can jump on top of it. Just keep that in mind, you can jump on it on any height. This one's pretty straightforward, just wait for the platform and jump onto that straight away. Again, a big jump, but it's easy enough to make at the top there. This one's pretty good. I could have made that, but I didn't want to take the risk. I'd already died about 50 times, so I took a chance to wait there. This is where it starts getting a bit tricky. This is very difficult. I had tried so many ways of getting across this obstacle without waiting this long, and I just couldn't do it. So I had to wait about 4 back and forths in order to get over safely. I'm sure people can do it much quicker than I can. I couldn't. So again, same with here. Don't wait on the birds. You will not mess up. I did try running straight across there. Sorry, across. It didn't quite work out, so again, I had to wait. There, I just about made it by going fast, and here, I just about make it as well. You know, like I said, it is a lot of confidence. Here, now this, when I was doing it on the normal box gem, this part, yeah, like that, this bit is not easy. And when I was getting the basic box gem, I died so many times here, but when I was rushing it, turned out to be not too bad. Apart from there, I probably could have jumped over nice and safely there, but I didn't. So, yeah, this is a difficult jump here, because you need to wait for this. This is the hardest jump, I think, in the level. You have to do a little jump, but it has to be quick enough to get over the speed of how the platforms are moving, but not too high. Again, you can rush over there, but yeah, again, if you go too high on those previous platforms, you will miss it, even if you're quick, so you need to do a quick, small jump at the right time. Again, this is pretty self-explanatory stuff. Hit the time crates there. This is another really difficult bit. Again, here, confidence, just go for it. Don't wait, just go, and you'll make it, see? Here, this is fucking difficult. I hated this bit. That jump in particular, if you jump in the air first and then arc your way over, you'll make it. That's a bit of a bastard of a jump. I did miss it, as you can see there. But again, I still went through with the run. I probably could have made that, but didn't want to risk it. But I don't wait on the next roll for there. I go straight onto the platforms. Again here, I don't wait, just go. Here I don't wait, you can go on there as well. Again, height of the bird doesn't matter, you can jump over it. This is a hard jump as well because, God, there was something in my throat there. Because you wanna get the bird at the right point. That's a bit of a bastard jump. That's what I was talking in the video earlier about the timings being messed up. This here is a trick. Just stay on one platform, you'll make it safely across. So don't let that bother you. Yeah, having the platform going fast while the bird going slowly back and forth on the earlier challenge was really difficult to get the timing on that right with when you should jump on the bird, but that's a bit easier because the birds are all going at the same speed. And that was my time, 3:31, and wouldn't you know, the platinum is 3:10. So I still had to get like 20 seconds knocked off. I couldn't do any better than that. I got so frustrated and died too many times. So there you go. I hope that helped a few of you. My commentary was not very good, I can imagine, but I tried. So there you go. I hope that was enough of an idea of what to do if you're stuck on the level. So now it's time for the special announcement. Very excited about this. You know how Peanut Butter Gamer in November, when Skyward Sword was releasing, made Zelda Month a thing, and he did loads of stuff in that November for Zelda Month, and it just kind of became its own thing, and now it's got its own branding, its own logos, and all that kind of stuff, yeah? Well, the thing is, I have got dozens, I mean dozens, literally dozens of video ideas for Crash Bandicoot stuff, because I fucking love Crash Bandicoot, I do, there's no denying that. One of my top 5 favourite franchises overall of all time, so what I decided to do was to celebrate June's release of the Insane Trilogy is make next June and every following June until I run out of ideas, Bandicoot Month. Yeah, I'm going to do Bandicoot Month. It's going to be every June of every year, and like I said, until I run out of ideas, but I'm still working on logos. I'm going to get an intro done, maybe a theme tune. Like, there's a lot of work that needs to go into it, hence why it needs to be obviously next year, and we've already had June, haven't we? But I figured to celebrate the Insane Trilogy's release in June, we're going to make June a special month for this channel, and I hope everyone likes that. I mean, I can imagine it gets a little bit overbearing, I suppose, for some people, especially if you don't like Crash Bandicoot, but I do, and I wanted to do this because I've got so many Crash Bandicoot video ideas. I don't want to space them out. I think it'd be very cool to have a month of it, so I hope that's a cool enough announcement for everybody. Hope that's something to be excited about. I'm excited to do it, so there you go. If it's your birthday or watching this video, happy freaking birthday to you, and please remember to stay beautiful.